Now the topic of sex has been talked about a lot, so I'm not going to talk about sex. I'm going to talk about STDs, or sexually transmitted diseases. Usually when people talk about STDs, they talk about the universal thing that will protect you from the STDs. Condoms. However, what if there were STDs that could be transferred not only through genitalia, meaning your penis or your vagina, but also only via skin-to-skin contact, meaning that no genitalia was involved whatsoever? That condom wouldn't help. So I decided to ask around and see what people thought about whether STDs could be transferred between skin-to-skin contact without involving any genitalia whatsoever. These are the results.
Mia, can sexually transmitted infections be passed through skin-to-skin contact?
No. Now, while most of the people said no, there were some people that had a bit of a better idea.
Sexually transmitted infections, can they be passed through skin-to-skin contact?
Yes.
Can you give me an example?
No.
Can STDs be passed through skin-to-skin contact?
Depends on the STD, but some of them can.
Can you give me an example?
No.
Can sexually transmitted diseases be passed through skin-to-skin contact?
Yes.
Can you give me an example?
The down parts.
Can STDs be passed through skin-to-skin contact?
Yes, they can.
Okay, can you give me an example of one?
I think chlamydia.
Do you think that STDs can be passed through skin-to-skin contact?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of one?
STD.
Yeah, that can be passed through skin-to-skin contact.
I don't know it in English.
You can say it in Bulgarian.
Unfortunately for those people, yes, STDs can be transferred via skin-to-skin contact, which means that this won't be useful. Actually, don't throw away those condoms, they are still useful against pregnancy. But they are not useful against all forms of STDs. Now, after doing a brief Google search, I found out that STDs that can be spread via skin-to-skin contact include, but are not limited to, oral and genital herpes, HPV, which stands for human papillomavirus, and syphilis. Many STDs can be also transferred via mucous membranes, such as your mouth or your lips, your nostrils, your eyelids, or your ears. So it's not just things down under, but you can also get it from down under. They're still sexually transmitted diseases. Now, of course, transmission is only possible if the infected persons have either bodily fluids or open wounds or infections come in contact with another person's open wounds or bodily fluids or infections. Which means that if you simply touch a sick person's hand, you won't get sick. That's not how it works. You still need some kind of intimate contact. So yes, overall, yes, STDs can be spread not only through fluids or genitals, they can be also spread through skin-to-skin contact, but you would need to have some kind of infected or an open wound on the skin in order to get that transfer done. Unless you had pubic lice. And pubic lice are those small little creatures that live in your pubic hair, and they would be adorable if they were not in your pubic hair and they were not lices. Oh my god. The scientific term of pubic lice is parasitic insects that are found primarily in the pubic or genital area, which helps with the name because it's pubic lice. They're also sometimes called crabs, but I'm going to call them pubic lice because it's really close to the Bulgarian word we have for them, sravnivashki. Yes. Adult pubic lice are between 1 and 2 millimeters long, and they're usually found in your pubic hair. which is implied in the name. So what do pubic lice do? Well, they're pretty much like hair lice, only they live in your pubic hair and they just feed on blood and reproduce. And that's it. Pubic lice are still an STD, which means that they are sexually transmitted, meaning that you need to do the do in order to get them. They can't just jump around like hair lice can. You can technically get them from another person's towel or clothes, but that's a pretty rare case. Mostly they're spread through sexual contact. It's usually not necessary to go to a doctor if you think that you have pubic lice. If there's itching down there, or you see little insects, or you see little eggs, then you probably have pubic lice. But you can just go to a pharmacy and get some medication. You don't need a prescription, and you can just deal with the problem alone. You don't have to pay for doctors and stuff you really don't need. It's a simple solution. If you or your partner have pubic lice, you should avoid all sexual contact until you're treated. And you should also avoid sharing towels or clothes because you can still maybe transfer the pubic lice that way. Also, if you find that you have pubic lice, it's probably nice to inform your past partners that they might have it as well, so that they can get treated and everything can go back to normal. Yay! Oh, by the way, this is a picture of a pubic lice. It looks really cute up close, which is worrying because it's not cute, but it looks cute. Okay, this is it. In conclusion, yes, condoms protect you from STDs. They do not protect you, however, from all types of STDs, especially the skin-to-skin contact STDs, which include human papillomavirus and syphilis and pubic lice and other stuff that you don't want to get. So, that was supposed to work better. PS2, the fact that people used to think that STDs were only spread through genital contact or fluids and not just by skin-to-skin contact is because people used to be really close-minded about sex, and some of them still are, but the people that were close-minded to sex only thought of it as a penis and a vagina. And that's why they didn't really care about the rest of the body, and that's why to them, sexually transmitted diseases meant diseases either spread through the penis or the vagina.
Can sexually transmitted diseases be transferred via skin-to-skin contact?
Yes.
Can you give me an example of a disease?
Okay. No.